last traditions I remember growing up when I was a kid was on Christmas Day. Our family would go to church on Christmas Day. We, of course, went Christmas Eve to our home Lutheran church, but our home church did not have Christmas Day service. They just had Christmas Eve. So we would go to the local Presbyterian church that had Christmas Day church. And the tradition that I remember that I loved was at this church, children could bring your favorite Christmas present with you to church that day. And so whatever, we had opened our presents beforehand. I think church was at 10 o'clock. And of course we were up at like 6 to open our presents. And so we could bring whatever toy or stuffed animal or whatever we had gotten that was our favorite gift. And we would take that with us to church. And I remember one year I got a stuffed elephant for Christmas. And I took that stuffed elephant and I must have been 6 maybe. And that was my pride and joy. I loved that stuffed elephant. And we took it to church, and I'll never forget, I remember this, the sermon was, and it was probably this every year, but this particular year, because I was so proud of that elephant, it really stuck with me, was that even though we loved the gifts we brought, and it was fun to bring our gift to church, kind of like show and tell, the greatest gift we got that day was actually Jesus Christ. And I remember the pastor preaching that at the children's sermon and telling us that. And I looked at my elephant and I kind of thought to myself, yep, this is a pretty good elephant. But God up in heaven, who made everything, made the elephant, loves me. And this elephant can't love me because it's stuffed, but God loves me. And I'll never forget like being 6, maybe 5 or 6, and learning that lesson. And maybe that's why I'm a pastor today, because that lesson stuck with me, that God loves us. So no matter what gifts we get, no matter what toys we get, even into adulthood, we get toys, we get gadgets, we get stuff. The greatest gift, of course, is the gift of Jesus Christ.